รายการประเภทนี้เป็นรายการทั่วไปสามารถรับชมได้ทุกวัย
กีฬาในทุกวันนี้ครับคือบริบทสำคัญที่ขับเคลื่อนโลกทั้งใบรวมไปถึงตอนนี้คนไทยก็หันมาเล่นกีฬากันเยอะครับผมวันนี้จะมาคุยกับผู้บริหารของซูเปอร์สปอร์ตแบรนด์อันดับหนึ่งของไทยที่ตอนนี้ยอดขายใกล้จะแตะหมื่นล้านเข้าไปทุกทีและตั้งเป้าที่จะเป็นผู้นำในภูมิภาคนี้ด้วยครับเคล็ดลับความสำเร็จของซูเปอร์สปอร์ตคืออะไรผู้บริหารเขาคิดและทำอะไรเดี๋ยวติดตามกันครับ
activities and health coming into people's lives. Everybody wants to be fit. Everybody wants to look good. And we've seen that benefit in terms of our sales over the last 4 or 5 years, really. And this year is no different. We're currently trading on double-digit sales growth. So I think it'll be another year maybe before we hit that mark.
คุณผู้ชมครับตอนนี้กระแสของกีฬากำลังมาแรงทีเดียวครับปฏิเสธไม่ได้ว่าธุรกิจของซูเปอร์สปอร์ตใหญ่โตมากตอนนี้กำลังจะแตะหมื่นล้านเข้าไปแล้วครับวันนี้ผมอยู่ที่เซ็นทรัลเวสต์เกตอยู่ที่ซูเปอร์สปอร์ตมีอะไรใหม่ๆมาอัปเดตกับคุณผู้ชมเพียบเลยแหละครับแต่วันนี้เราจะไปคุยกับผู้บริหารของทางซูเปอร์สปอร์ตครับเป็น President ของ CRC Sports คุยกับมิสเตอร์โทนี่มอร์ตันสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
So we are here in Central Westgate.
Yes.
Any difference here? Any difference between other branches?
Welcome to our store, and this is our flagship SuperSport store in Thailand. We opened it just towards the end of last year, and this store is our new generation of SuperSports. So the exciting part about coming to SuperSports in Westgate is there's lots of interaction, there's lots of energy, there's new store design, and we have 2 energy arenas. So we're sitting in one of them today, where we have football and activities going on all the time. And we have another one just outside in another part of the store, where we have basketball, table tennis. And we always have these places are full, either demonstrations going on or kids just playing and enjoying themselves.
Nice. And the next session we'll take a walk, right?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. No, look forward to it.
How is your business in 2016? Is this a good year for you?
Well, this year has been a good year and seems to be a good year so far. We've been very lucky. I've been very lucky working for SuperSports over the last 3.5 years because we've seen this upsurge of performance and activities and health coming into people's lives. Everybody wants to be fit. Everybody wants to look good. And we've seen that benefit in terms of our sales over the last 4 or 5 years, really. And this year is no different. We're currently trading on double-digit sales growth. And
double-digit?
Double-digit sales growth.
That's good news, right?
And we're also seeing the benefit of many of the stores that we've opened in the last 18 months, all performing very, very strongly for us. This year, we're opening fewer stores, actually. Consolidating what we have and really setting ourselves up for expansion again over the next 18 months and over the next 5 years, to be honest.
I've heard that you've got a big target, right, in 2020?
We have. Well, I went on record.
How could you do that among such complicated factors?
Well, five years ago, we set ourselves a target to double the business. And last year, I had the same target, is to double our business in the next 5 years.
Wow.
And the way we're going to try and achieve that is through SuperSports, through expanding our network of brands that we trade within the business. And also, we have a mono store business, so we also do distribution of brands as well. And we have franchise retail locations with Skechers, Crocs, New Balance, many other brands. And we see that the opportunity to keep growing and expanding is building the portfolio of brands that we manage in Thailand, and also push the distribution out to more and more businesses. So we currently retail into the mall group, into Central Department Store, Robinson, and many other specialty stores where we distribute and sell our products, our brands into those stores. But Supersports is the big one. And we've recently expanded into Vietnam. So 2 years ago we opened our first Vietnam stores. They're trading very well. We have 12 stores now. That compares to 70 that we have inside Thailand. So I think our expansion plans are sound. We've achieved our targets consistently year in over the last 5 years. This year seems to be on track. We're hitting our targets after 5 months, which is great. And we're seeing our profits get more healthy as well, because we're able to generate higher margin GP by the way that we work with our brand partners.
Seems like you are working really hard, right?
We're working very hard. We have the power of Central Group supporting us, of course, and that's a big reason why we've been able to expand so quickly over the last 5 years. We're very lucky in the sense that Central, not only do they operate their own businesses and business units, but we also have our own shopping malls. So the CPN shopping malls, Central Plaza, Central Westgate, as we're in here, allows Supersports the privilege of having large retail space. And in a large retail space, we've been able to, as in this case in Westgate, bring some of the magic and the experience into sports shopping.
Nice. And nowadays, Supersports is...
Supersports is becoming, is looking to the future. So we're looking at how customers will shop, not this year, not next year, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time. And everybody is getting used to shopping on the internet and shopping on their smartphones and their iPads and their laptops. And while at the moment internet shopping is still quite small as a percentage of sales, we're seeing an exponential growth month on month in terms of the amount of business we're doing online. And what we're realizing is the bricks and mortar stores can't just sell product. They've got to sell an experience.
Experience.
Got to create an experience and create a memory. And that was the thinking behind this particular store. Is we were lucky to have 2,500 square meters to play with. Thankfully to our landlords, CPN, and that's enabled us to create these interactive zones. So we've repeated it in Rayong. And we've brought elements of it into some of the stores that we've opened towards the end of last year inside Central Department Store in Robinson. But I think the key for us is to create that memory and that experience for customers. So our operations teams, our store management teams are gearing up to not just selling what they see in front of them, but selling what's available on our website. And so we're about to relaunch our website next month. It's already in place, but we're going to relaunch it and revamp it.
You're talking about omni-channel, something like that?
Well, this is creating this omni-channel experience. So customers will come into our shops, and it might be in our upcountry stores or some of our Bangkok stores. We may not have all the collections available in that particular store, but our website will have those collections available. So our store staff will be trained to encourage customers that if they can't find something that they can see in front of them, or maybe we're out of the size, that we can order it for them and deliver it to their home or their office or wherever they would like to have the item delivered to. And that's creating this omni-channel experience.
Let's talk about creating experience. I wondered if I'm just hanging there and just looking for a good pair of sneakers, and just look around, ask the staffs, what kind of experience will I got? What kind of different experience or any offer from Supersports?
Okay, well I think people are wearing sneakers for various reasons now. Some people will buy sneakers to run in. Some people will buy sneakers just to look good in.
Sure, just like this.
Like you are. And what we're showing in this particular store is if you want sneakers to perform and to run in, so you compete or you run regularly as part of your fitness regime, we have a gait analysis machine which will measure your feet, measure the arches of your feet, and it will pick out a shoe that will be suitable for the shape and style of your particular foot, and it will make a recommendation to you. So that's part of, again, creating this technology update into our stores. So we have technology that will help identify the right shoe for you. We also are seeing so much fashion going into these running shoes, and there's almost a little crossover now between what's a fashion running shoe and what's a fashion sneaker shoe. And it's really interesting. All the different technologies that have come through over the last 2 or 3 years with screen printing, and now the combination of colors and the way they're building shoes, and we're seeing now that Adidas, for example, are using 3D technology to build their shoes, so 3D printing to build their shoes, which is quite amazing. And technology keeps going on and on and on, so it's fascinating and will continue to change.
Variety of products and services.
I think we also, obviously, clearly we're focusing on service and how we can provide better knowledge to our customers when they come and shop with us. I think service is really, really important. Has to be more important, as we go into this sort of omni-channel experience. We will have customers walking into our stores. They will see product. They will check the price. They will try it on. They will be advised by the customer, and then they will go online and they'll say, I can get it cheaper somewhere else. And we are making sure that they don't need to go online to check if it's...
Seems like Super Sports sales will reach 10 billion baht this year in, right? Or
I think probably
like that. I heard about that.
Not quite, but we're getting towards the 10 billion mark. And as I say, that will have more than double the business since I arrived 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
So I think it'll be another year maybe before we hit that mark. But
Right. Okay, it's time for walking around here.
Sure.
คุณผู้ชมครับไม่น่าแปลกใจที่ทำไมซูเปอร์สปอร์ตถึงยังคงเป็นอันดับหนึ่งในประเทศไทยรวมไปถึงเป็นแบรนด์ที่น่าจับตาที่สุดในขณะนี้ด้วยนะครับพักสักครู่เดียวเดี๋ยวผมจะให้คุณโทนี่พาเดินทัวร์กันหน่อยที่นี่ที่เซ็นทรัลเวสเกตครับCEO Secret Break นี้ครับเดี๋ยวคุณโทนี่จะพาผมมาทัวร์ที่ซูเปอร์สปอร์ตนะครับ so just show me take me a tour.
Well, I'd love to give you a tour, and I think we'll start at the front of the store, where we've got this fantastic array of mannequins that just really warm people in. So rather than having product right at the front and stopping it, we're allowing people to get into the store, see the inspiration of the way the mannequins are presented. In this case, we've got some of the Euro Championship kits on display. And then they come in and they can see the product behind, leading them through into the store to the energy arena.
Right.
So how do we go? We can go go forward into the area. So the area on the right-hand side, perhaps we should just come over here. This area on the right-hand side is our women's section. So we've created a women's corner for women's sports. We see women as being so important now in sport. If we look at just footwear and apparel, more than 50% of our business is coming from women now.
Women. And you just separate it for only
so we've created its own little shopping environment, which is a little bit more feminine. Many sports shops are masculine. They're all about men, and and it's not always comfortable. So we wanted to create an area where we feel women would enjoy shopping. They've got a choice of brands they can look at. They've still got the other areas of the store to shop as well, but that's what we've tried to create in this particular area with some great brands like we have Guy Laroche and Quicksilver in the swim area, running into Lorna Jane and Roxy for particularly Lorna Jane, which is a great brand for working out and yoga and that type of activity. As we walk in, we've got our energy arena, where we were just sitting, and that's where we have all the activities taking place. And surrounding the energy arena, we have the shop fits. So we have Adidas and Nike here. And behind the walls, there's enough space for people to sit on benches and watch their kids playing or their friends playing behind. So
Nice.
that's in the energy arena. And we have some great fashion brands as well. So Adidas Originals, a very hot brand at the moment.
All famous brands are here.
Everybody wants to wear the NMD shoes and these sort of things. So
That's a phenomenon.
so that's very good. Down the left-hand side of the store, we've got our footwear brands. So we're running from our casual footwear into our performance footwear.
I've heard that sneakers, maybe footwear, is the most important categories in your products portfolio, right?
Yeah, total footwear is around about 41-42% of our total business. So it is a key category for us, and it's one that we want to look after very well.
Wow. I see. I see plenty of sneakers, plenty of footwear. How can your staff, how can I say, remember all information?
Well, the operations team do an amazing job. Over the last 3 years, I mean, when I joined the business, I felt there was a bit of a weakness in operations, and what I realized is they just needed a bit of guiding, so we gave them some tools to work with. We set up what we call a center of excellence, and we used this center of excellence to create the store in the best way it could possibly ever look.
Nice.
And that was then showing that, so we then invited all of our store managers to look at this fabulous store. I think we used, at the time, we used Central World. We made it look 100% the best. And we said, right, this is what your stores need to look like. So we showed them what they needed to do. Then we gave them some scorecards so they could monitor whether they were achieving the targets that we were setting them. And it might be on the visual side of the store, it might be the cleanliness of the store, but it was also, have we got sizes in stock? So if we are missing a size, they would score minus marks for not having that size in stock. And the thinking behind all of this was, rather than have our store managers and store staff reacting, we wanted them to become proactive. So we wanted the store manager and his team to make sure that the store looked clean and polished and lights were working and everything was looking good from a visual point of view. But we wanted to make sure that they understood the impact of being out of stock. And if they were not in stock of a particular size, what were they doing about it?
Right.
And using our scorecard mechanism, we've seen the scores improve. You know, every month, every week, the store manager does it. Every month,
Nice.
our area managers review, and every half year we give prizes out to the stores that have shown the most improvement. And overall, we've seen our scores go up, you know, week on week, year on year. To get to a level that I feel we need to be at to meet our customers' needs.
Nice.
We have some old stores and some new stores. Some stores don't have all the right equipment. But what we're saying is, take ownership of what you have and make it happen. And that's the key message of year one, was make it happen.
Make it
no
happen.
excuses, make it happen. Whatever it might be.
Everybody here can make it happen.
Make it happen. If you're out of stock, make it happen. Find out how I can get more stock. Can I replace that item? Or if I have lights missing, don't just make a phone call and wait a month for something to happen. Make a phone call and follow it up and follow it up and follow it up, and make sure that somebody's doing their job. And if they're not, then we find somebody else to do that job.
Such a smart workplace,
So
right?
it's simple. Retail is detail, but retail is simple as well.
Sure.
And I think we try and set targets for our store managers, whether it's on sales, whether it's on average transaction values or units per transaction. We give them clear targets and we get them to focus on that.
Okay, let's talk about Mr. Tony's working style, management style. What's about that?
I think you've probably heard just a little bit of it there. But what I've tried to do is create a scenario where people are then empowered to take ownership of their areas. So whether it's in the stores or whether it's in head office, I tried to create an environment where people can think, not just do, but think what they're doing. And culturally, we've moved things from perhaps where we were 3 or 4 years ago to where we are today. We work hard, and the team work hard, and the team know I have high standards, but we have successes, and we enjoy those successes as well. And again, referring back to this store, this has been a very successful store for us since it opened, and reflects all the energy and the hard work that the teams have put in to create this. The inspiration came from different sources, but the successes that we've had has come from the people that made it happen.
Right. People is the key thing. If you can't get people working if I can't get people working for me, I can't do my job.
How could you do that? What is your tactic or secret of getting people together?
Secret. I think the secret is to listen. Listen to what they have to say. I got very good advice when I came in, and it was, don't try and change everything from day one. Learn how the team will work. Me coming in as a Farang into a business that has no other Farangs working for it was a challenge. But I was very lucky that the team spoke English, and we were able to communicate well, and I imparted my knowledge of what I thought a retail business should operate. And I got positive feedback from the team, thinking, yes, maybe this is the way to work. And then we set out a plan of how to get there, and the teams develop those plans and develop them and develop them and develop them. So I'm now just sort of guiding. I'm sort of the captain, changing the wheel every now and again, guiding the ship, but the team are really driving the ship. And I think that's makes my life a lot easier, actually, when I've got so much creativity in the team, which we've always had. It just needed a little bit of harnessing. And now, they're so creative, and they're so imaginative as a team that they inspire me, and I'm trying to inspire them. So we sort of rebound with each other, and it's really positive.
We know that you're the president of Super Sports. You made a business grow, did double digits, and all kind of success things. What is still challenging you today? What challenges you?
Challenge is we still have to deliver. My challenge comes from my bosses, still expect more, in the same way that I always expect more from my team. I think I'd like to see the Supersports brand grow. We have 70 stores. We should get up to 100 stores, in the next 2 or 3 years. We have other markets that we want to develop into, not just Vietnam, but maybe there's opportunities elsewhere within Asia, and we would explore those opportunities. And for me as an individual, I love working in the sports business. I've been lucky to work with the best brands in the business and the best people in those brands, whether it's Nike or Adidas or Puma or whoever it might be, And my future hopefully will remain within the Central Group.
Sure.
I love doing this job, and I'll do this job as long as anybody wants me for. And I'd love to stay within the Central Group. And the great thing about Central is we operate now in Indonesia, obviously in Vietnam. We're opening a shopping mall in Malaysia. We're in Germany with department stores. We have department stores in Italy, in Copenhagen. And I've probably missed some out. The scope of the company is enormous, so opportunities will always be there. And if I want to take them, I'm sure I'll have an opportunity.
Nice.
So,
thank you very much, Mr. Tony. Thank you for joining us. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
ครับคุณผู้ชมครับนี่แหละครับคือแนวคิดของผู้บริหารซูเปอร์สปอร์ตที่ทำให้แบรนด์นี้ประสบความสำเร็จแล้วก็รักเมืองไทยด้วยน่ารักจริงๆนะครับผมมาเดินที่ซูเปอร์สปอร์ตที่เซ็นทรัลเวสเกตนี้ยังไม่จุใจเดี๋ยวจะไปเดินดูกันต่อหน่อยว่ามีอะไรที่น่าสนใจกันบ้างแล้วกลับมาเจอกับแรงบันดาลใจดีๆกับรายการ CEO Secret ได้ใหม่ในสัปดาห์หน้าวันนี้สวัสดีครับ